Hey gang, welcome back to another episode of the Nerd Treasure Chest. I'm Scott.
I'm Big T.
And we're going to dive into the Nerd Treasure Chest once again.
So this one's a little bit different because to this point, everything we've shown you is from Scott's vintage collection.
Yes.
We have a figure that's more recent. It's still, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 years old, but it's just a really cool one. So we wanted to look at Anakin Skywalker in peasant disguise.
Yeah. This is from the vintage collection starting in 2010. It's kind of funny because someone in the comments said, oh man, that's vintage to me. I'm like, no, it's not vintage. Vintage is like 1970s. Like, come on, man, in 80s. That's the vintage collection. But here he is.
The card back is similar to the vintage 70s and 80s stuff.
Yes.
And then, of course, we have, because a lot of the episode 1, 2, and 3 had completely different card backs.
Yes.
In fact, I think a lot of the Attack of the Clone stuff were on like a blue card, and it looked kind of weird. But this is what we grew up with, so this is why this is such a cool one. And if you see, Scott went and got it signed by somebody.
And we'll have a close-up, obviously, you'll get to see it.
Who signed it?
Hayden Christensen.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I actually got to meet him in person and shake his hand. Yeah, we were wanting him to go.
I was trying so hard because Ewan McGregor was there too. So he actually got to see Hayden Christensen and Rosario Dawson in a
live form.
A live form, yeah. Like they got to speak or something.
It was really neat, yeah. And Rosario Dawson actually was one of the ones that actually, said, you need to get Hayden Christensen back in the game. There's a whole story behind why he was left out, and I meant to go research it, but there's a video I might link to right here, not our channel, but it kind of goes into the details of why Hayden Christensen kind of was left in the dust for a little bit. No offense, Hayden Christensen, we didn't leave you in the dust. Disney did. But now they're kissing his butt because if you've seen, of course, the Obi-Wan series, which I personally liked for the Obi-Wan Invader stuff. I understand the side stories were kind of bland, but just the interaction between Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen as Obi-Wan Invader is awesome. And then again, spoiler, if you didn't see it, he appears in the Ahsoka series, and he's already been confirmed for season 2 of Ahsoka, and so is Ewan McGregor. Absolutely.
And the current rumor is they're talking to Natalie Portman as well.
Oh, wow.
These, of course, will all be flashback scenes, because, spoiler, Natalie Portman, dead in the Star Wars universe at that point in time.
If you don't already know.
But if you didn't see in Ahsoka, there were some really cool Clone Wars flashbacks with a younger Ahsoka played by Daphne Keane, if I'm not mistaken, who was X-23 in the X-Men Wolverine movie. And then if you watch The Acolyte, she was the younger Jedi with the horns. I can't think of her name. She was kind of like... But
I can't think of her name either.
Yeah, either. But she was really cool.
Yeah.
Her character was cool. Even if you don't like the series, the character was cool. But having Anakin apparently just putting on a little robe is a disguise.
Yeah.
A poncho, which is very popular in Star Wars. If you don't know.
Yeah.
Ponchos. Luke wears a poncho. Qui-Gon wears a poncho.
Yeah, he actually donned this right before he was going into hiding on Naboo, the planet Naboo, with Padme. Just to protect her. He got assigned by the Jedi Council. Actually, the Jedi Council really didn't want him to do it at first.
Yeah.
But they went ahead and reluctant.
Palpatine kind of insisted on it.
Yes.
And they didn't realize yet that he was the big bad.
Oh, spoiler!
Big bad.
Maybe because he wanted to make babies.
Yeah, that's right. He was hoping for some Jedi babies.
Luke.
Little did he know, Jedi babies was the end of him.
Yeah, that's right. He signed his own death warrant.
Took him down.
Yeah. Hey gang, if you like our content, please like and subscribe.
Yeah, follows, comments, likes. It really helps the channel grow. It helps the algorithm, which is always changing. But interaction is the one thing that doesn't change on it. So we appreciate everything. We try to respond to every comment if we can. We love to talk to you guys in the comments. So hit us up.
Thank you. There are 115 of these basic figures, and they actually extended it past 2018 plus. So from 2010 to 2013, 115 of these characters were actually made on these newer vintage cards. This is number 32. And this is actually this is year 2011 this was released. So what's interesting is they really didn't like the way Hayden Christensen looked on this card in 2011. This is way for 2011. So they re-released him in 2021, and they said the resemblance was remarkably better on 2021. So ironically enough, this is the uglier looking Hayden Christensen, the not so close, and it's actually worth 4 times the amount.
I don't think you're ugly, Hayden.
No.
I think you look great.
This is worth $40 unsigned, and then the new release 2021 is only worth $10. Now, considering that I had to pay $175 for his signature, this ups this up to at least $250, close, at least.
Yeah, the signatures and photo ops can get kind of pricey.
$175.
$175.
Rosaria was only $125, I believe, and this was all at San Antonio, the SpaceCon, which was really cool. And Josh Borland was there. No, I did not get to freaking get his signature. I was done spending money at that point.
I don't blame you.
And guess who else I could have gotten? Who else was there that you wanted to see?
Ewan McGregor, which I didn't get. I didn't want to spend another $500, guys. Sorry, I already spent a lot of money on that trip. Yeah, that's what happened to me with the trip. Is I started adding everything up, and I was like, oh, this. But
so now
maybe there's a con coming to our area in May, and they're still announcing guests. I haven't seen any Star Wars guests yet.
Yes,
but maybe there'll be a couple that we can go and.
So that would be great. So over the holidays, I got a really cool Clone Wars lightsaber, 3 lightsabers. If I would have been smart and had this before, I would have got all of them to sign that thing, because it actually has a special place inside the box for them to sign it, the actual actor.
Oh, that's cool.
That would be worth a lot of money. Only 3,000 of those mates. And we're going to make a video on that soon, Big T, and the other studio. Yeah. We'll do it at the other house.
We'll do it properly.
We'll do it properly. Just want to give you guys a heads up.
So the only thing I don't like about these, to be honest with you, is I wish they had done the yellow back like the classic one did. This one here, you see 4 or 5 figures on the back, but I liked the little standee figures, and you saw everything, the 92 card back, 78 card back, or what have you not.
Agreed.
I thought those were cool, so I wish that had been a touch they had done on this, but unfortunately they didn't. But still, it's a cool figure. It's done a little bit more in the style of the old classic figures. I like that its lightsaber is clear and see-through. Not the old telescope Vader and Obi-Wan, like the old days.
Absolutely.
But it's really cool, I think, though, to have an Anakin figure and to have it signed by Hayden Christensen.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did he say anything when you showed him the figure? Did he think it was neat, or?
No, he didn't actually. He did not comment at all. No, nothing. No comment. Now, the one video we're gonna do with Ahsoka, I actually have something funny that I said to her when I saw her, but I'll save that for that video and that figure. Cool. She signed her Ahsoka Mandalorian figure, which is cool. It's cool.
Yep.
But I caught her off guard with what I said. It's kind of funny. What I was going to say is I'm going to show you the clip of this guy, and then I'll show you the clip of the video a picture of the one I don't know in the 2021. So you can see the differences. Because his hair color is different and the material was used, which was different. And here's going to be a clip of the video showing this character in action right here off from Attack of the Clones.
I wasn't the youngest queen ever elected, but now that I think back on it, I'm not sure I was old enough. I'm not sure I was ready.
The people you served thought you did a good job. I heard they even tried to amend the Constitution so you could stay in office.
I was relieved when my 2 terms were up.
We'll have a few more in the future of like this, where they're more current figures. Like I said, we're going to do a Ahsoka one. We're fortunate enough to live close to 2 different Star Wars themed stores. Not a sponsor, but because we love them, Holocron in Fort Worth, and their main store down in Austin, Texas.
Right here, video, check it out.
Great store. You can find so many figures like this just on the shelf to pick up and walk around with.
Not signed though.
No, not signed. Not signed.
I hope not, at least.
But we'll see what they usually do. Something pretty big for May the 4th. So maybe
I think we should go back out there again.
I'll go back out again for sure. Bring my my Boba Fett costume again.
Oh, that was cool.
That was fun.
Yeah,
my Boba Fett. If I call it Boba Fett. But so yeah, keep an eye out. We're gonna mix these in every now and then. There's still a lot of figures in Scott's vintage collection to go through.
Absolutely,
and stuff to go through. So, but yeah, something like this every now and then, where they're on the vintage back. It's fun to talk about the characters and stuff. I mean, if you don't know the story of Anakin Skywalker, watch Star Wars.
And you should know where his homeworld's from. I'm not even gonna tell you where he's. If you don't know his homeworld, you don't know Star Wars at all. Sorry.
Tatooine. A planet we go back to a lot in the Star Wars universe.
I want to make one more comment really quick, that one of the biggest differences between 2011 and 2021 Anakin Peasant disguise is that the lightsaber is on the side in 2021 and it's across his chest in this one right here.
This one here, yeah.
I just wanted to point that out.
I kind of think that's cool this way here.
I like it too. And it's kind of funny, his facial expression, like this one, he looks a little bit more determined. And in 2021, he looks a little bit more like either caught off guard or either complacent. I don't know. Y'all have to be the judge of it.
And if you haven't, for some reason, you've stumbled across this channel and go, I don't know the story of Anakin Skywalker. I should start watching Star Wars from episode 1, right? No. You start with episode 4 and 5. Then you go back and watch 1, 2, and 3 as a flashback. Then you watch 6, Return of the Jedi. Actually, I'm going to take that back. First, you watch Rogue One.
Oh, yeah.
Then you watch A New Hope and Empire Strikes Back. Go back and watch A Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith, then finish the series by watching Return of the Jedi. Don't worry about the stuff that comes after. Unless you want to watch The Mandalorian, that's a nice follow-up.
Mandalorian's great.
Yeah, Mandalorian's a great follow-up.
And of course, Andor. Andor's still in there as well.
Coming really soon. Andor's coming out real soon.
So, April, right?
I think April or May, one of the two, yeah. So very exciting. Maybe we'll get an Andor figure one day.
I'm actually going to go back and watch Andor the whole season again before it comes out again. That's how much I liked it.
Yeah, if you really want to be into the storyline, watch season 1 and 2 of Andor, then watch Rogue One.
There you go.
Then watch A New Hope, Empire, jump back to Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones.
That would be great.
Revenge of the Sith, and then watch Return of the Jedi.
That's a good order. That's a really good order.
Because there is, if you don't, I mean, I don't know how anyone doesn't know Star Wars lore, but if you don't know the big surprise at the end of episode 5, Empire Strikes Back, if you watch the sequel trilogy first, it ruins it.
Yeah.
To me, it's the biggest movie moment in the history of cinema.
Yeah, and it ruins everything, right? Because you figure out what's going on.
You figure out what's going on, That you talk about 3 people knew. 3 people knew. Until James Earl Jones recorded his voice.
It's the famous quote, which I won't finish. It's Luke, and that's all I'm going to say. And that's it.
And that's not the quote. The quote is no.
Yeah.
But anyway, you'll see. A lot of people say it's Luke, but it's not.
Well,
anyway, watch Star Wars if you hadn't. Why are you here if you haven't? It's weird. Why are you so weird?
Yeah, that's being weird.
Yeah.
Okay, gang. Thanks for watching again.
Cool Hayden Christensen autographed Anakin Skywalker figure.
Absolutely. I'm actually going to show you a little picture of me next to Hayden Christensen. You might just see my lovely wife next to her because I wasn't allowed to stand next to him. My wife and my daughter got to stand next to him.
Called for.
So I had to be on the outside.
I would have bought a separate ticket of just me. A family did one ticket and then one vote just me.
Actually, I think I was supposed to do that, but for some reason I didn't have time to.
Yeah.
It was so overrun. It was so booked. It was so crazy.
A lot of fun. So hopefully he'll wander through town close to us here.
We'll see him.
San Antonio is 3.5 hours. It's not that far.
Absolutely.
Because in Texas we measure distance by the time it takes you to drive.
Yeah, that's great.
Miles.
That's great.
But maybe you and McGregor will come back through. Maybe
that'd be great.
Hayden, Rosario.
Yeah, the whole game.
We'll see. Anyway, I'm Big T.
I'm Scott.
Thanks for watching the Nerd Treasure Chest. Be sure to follow our links on everywhere.
Everywhere and anywhere. Booyah.
More coming soon. Thanks, guys. Cool. Do you want to do Ahsoka real quick?
I want to get some more information on Ahsoka.
Okay.
You know a lot about Ahsoka. We probably could wing it. It's up to you.
It's up to you. There's definitely more.
Which path will you choose? The choice is yours.